Welcome to the BBC.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Between Both Cheeks. It's Becca here with Luba and Aaron, and we are going to talk to all of the estheticians, spa owners, salon owners, studio owners, managers, receptionists that work in the beauty industry about our last boot camp of the year in Atlanta, Georgia in May.
The last one. Can you believe it? We're just in the first quarter and this is our last one.
Potentially ever, so get your tickets.
Maybe. Because I realized I was giving it away for free.
So you guys, if you don't know what a boot camp is, Luba, why don't you tell them about the ones we've done in the past?
Yeah, so we do a small group, emphasis on small groups. So it's very collaborative and you guys have a lot of one-on-one time with us and each other. We go through everything from how the product is used with Bright, but then it goes so much more deeper. It goes into marketing ideas and it goes into my story on what's worked for my business, what hasn't worked for my business, how I started my business, how we have maintained specific relationships, kind of like with the Chippendales, and how you can kind of follow those ways and that route to grow your business and become more successful in the industry. On top of that, we really promote the collaboration. So we get like-minded people in the room together, and then the ideas just really start to flow and the relationships really start to build from there. So I always say to business owners, get yourself a friend who's a business owner, because no one really truly knows what it's like and all the stuff that we go through, and there's no one to talk about, or there's no one to talk about it with. This is the perfect venue to do that. So that's high level in a nutshell on what happens.
And so tell us, how do these difference, or what's the differentiation between when, somebody sees us at a show and they get that little tidbit versus the actual one-on-one certification and a boot camp?
So this is going to give you everything under one umbrella, I would say. So at the shows, we just cannot dedicate the time to go through everything with you, because if you've been to a show, you've seen our lineups, you've seen our booth, we are busy. So you kind of get the flyer handout, the quick overview, the quick demo. That's not even the full length of the demo, but just a quick one, just to kind of see how it goes. Then you get to come to our classes if you can get in. And we kind of give you the whole crazy smoke and mirror show and the fun circus that we bring. And again, very high level, but we only have a certain allotted time with the shows. So we're not giving you the full information. This is very hands-on. So the boot camp is very hands-on with certified training. The demos are done, several demos are done on different body parts, so you can actually see the magic happen in front of your eyes, and then get to ask all of your questions with that. So you really get the trainer one-on-one, and that's why we keep the groups so small, that we're not doing it in front of 200, 300 people like we are at the shows. This is a very limited amount of people, and that is on purpose to make sure that all of your questions get answered. Then we go into the marketing side. So people are really struggling on where their business should be. Becca does a deep dive into snooping on your business and where you are and what you should be doing, or maybe where you don't even have a website, or you don't have a social media page. So there's a little surprise in the middle of the boot camp, and it really opens up people's eyes on, wow, I didn't realize that, because I'm in the business and not on my business. So that's just a little tidbit of what happens there. And then I go through all of my successes and failures, not all, some, of what's worked for me and what hasn't worked for me. So I always say that I wish that I had someone that told me what worked in their business, so I could have avoided making some major mistakes. Unfortunately, I was met with a lot of gatekeeping, hence why I've wanted to create this community of sharing the information, not only just with myself self-sharing to the group, but sharing with one another and building this community.
Yeah, you guys, I take for my portion, the marketing. I look up your business when you buy a ticket and I put it into the presentation. So if you want to come to this event, maybe spruce up your website a little bit if you don't want to be called out in a constructive way, though. And it's all anonymous. I don't single people out, but if you know it's you, you know it's you. And talk about marketing, the technical of the service, Luba's experience, and it's always less than 20 people. So it's a really, really small class. And actually, this one in Atlanta in May will be at Candy Shaw's facility, who was a past podcast guest, the Bali Lama. So we'll link that episode in the description if you want to go back and listen to that one. So you heard on the podcast where she talked about her space and her training facility that she has. And this is the result of that. We actually made it happen. So we're very excited to go to Georgia.
Yeah.
Speaking of collaborating.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is the stuff that happens when you collaborate with like-minded people. And what I love is what we've seen from the past boot camps that we've done is like the relationships that are formed. And I can't express enough how people sometimes walk in and they're a lower energy vibration on the struggles that they're having in their business. And then when like the Q&A start, or they, kind of want to interject, everyone has the same issues. Like, all of a sudden you're no longer alone as a solopreneur. Like, everyone seems to get it in that room, and the energy that leaves and what their business turns into almost instantly, if they put forward all of the tips and tricks that we've given them, they have instant success. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of DMs that I get after on how we were able to change someone's business. It's wild.
Just goes to show, what people are getting out of these classes. Even the reviews that come in after you guys come back from, whether it's like, Miami or wherever we did them, they're so inspirational and they're so sweet to read. So you could tell everybody truly does enjoy them, and they are getting so much more than just a certification out of it.
Mm.
And the nice thing about Atlanta is we've not done any shows there. We've done no classes, and it is an entire market. Atlanta's an entire market on its own. And I'm so excited that Bright is going to have a presence down there.
Yeah, we decided to go someplace where no show has ever been done. Maybe not a whole lot of training in the skin industry, I'm not sure, but from my research, like it's untapped. Like, they have to come to New York or wherever the closest place is for them around that surrounding area. So we're bringing it directly to you. And yeah, the last one of the year, we are just so booked with the beauty shows. We are so consumed with them that we were only able to do a few boot camps this first quarter. And then this is it.
So this is on May 6th in the second quarter. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. And the price is the exact same as the regular certification or products. Like Erin was saying, it's so much more than a certificate, but you only pay the same amount as the certification and or with the products. So if you need product, great, get it with the product. If you already have the product, or you just want to get the certification first and then save up to get product, there's different ticket options for you. And we took away all the service charges from the ticketing software. So we do it ourselves now, and it saves you money. And I think you can even do it on a payment plan through Shopify, but I'm not sure. So you'll have to go and take a look, but I'm pretty sure you can still set it up on a payment plan if you need to.
So this is it. Get your ticket, because if we do it again next year, that's a hard if, the price ain't going to be the same, people, because we're giving it away right now.
I'm crunched some numbers and we're like, uh-oh.
Yes, I'm doing it more out of the love for the industry. And, unfortunately, love doesn't pay the bills and all my wonderful employees that I have. So last chance, book that flight, call your SD bestie, And this is the value that you're going to get out of this is tenfold.
And you guys, if you want to bring a friend or bring your staff or your SD bestie, send us an email with how many tickets you want to buy, and maybe we can talk about group sales as well.
Absolutely. I love that.
Okay.
Well, Georgia Peaches, we'll see you there.
Yeah, bleach your peach. Okay, you guys, check out the description in the notes. And if you want to go back and listen to the previous episode with Candy Shaw, whose space we're using, we'll have that down there for you as well. But limited tickets, there's only 20 spots. May 6th, Atlanta, Georgia. Check it out.